Hey everybody, I'm JJ Johnson. You're watching Reality Survival. So today I want to talk to you about the just-in-time inventory system, or sometimes referred to as the just-in-time delivery system. And this is a business strategy that has kind of shifted to take over the just-in-case delivery system or just-in-case inventory system. And what it is basically that we're going to talk about grocery stores, but a lot of different companies use this kind of inventory system. Can be car manufacturers, can be any kind of other production or assembly line system. But essentially, what they do is instead of keeping thousands and thousands of parts on hand, or for our instances, instead of keeping a whole bunch of groceries in a warehouse at the back part of the store, the grocers will have their goods shipped every 2 to 3 days based on the demand that they're seeing in the store. And so this requires the grocery store to accurately forecast how much they're going to need, based on their current consumption rates. The problem with this kind of just-in-time delivery system is that if there is any kind of big major disaster or any sharp uptick in the demand for a certain product, then their shelves will remain empty. And that's why when there's a hurricane or a snowstorm or something along those lines, the grocery stores can't keep up the demand to have their shelves full. And so you'll see a lot of stuff where there's empty shelves and that kind of stuff, because of this disaster or because of, some reason that they've had an increase in demand. Now, this is kind of, like I said, it's a shift going away from the just-in-case inventory system, which is what a lot of companies used to use back in the day. And they would have a lot of product back in the warehouse and that kind of thing, stored up just in case they needed it. But this new system, they're not really new, it's been going on since the 70s, but this just-in-time inventory system allows the company to keep less stuff on hand. It allows them to have less warehouse and storage space. But like I said, the downside is they have to accurately forecast what they need, and they're also relying on the supply chain moving efficiently and quickly and everything coming on time, which in normal times that's okay. But if we see regionalized disasters, that becomes a big problem. We've seen that happen just recently with the hurricanes in Florida and Texas. And if there was ever any kind of a grid down situation, it's going to happen big time. It's going to be a real big problem. So the reason that I'm talking about this is just to help new preppers understand that grocery stores will not always have everything that you need on hand. And during heightened times of emergencies and regionalized disasters, they're going to run out because most all grocery stores in today's day and age use the just-in-time inventory system. So they don't have a lot of product in the back to bring out whenever there's an increase in demand. So what that means to you as a new prepper is that you need to stock up some additional food. Have some stuff on hand. I think a good rule of thumb is try to have at least a bare minimum of a month's worth of food on hand if you can. Whether that be, and I recommend a variable type of supply where I have freeze-dried food. I also have food that I normally eat. I have additional non-perishable food that stores well. I also have MREs. I think it's important to have a lot of different stuff. Some people say you should only stock stuff that you eat normally. Other people say only stock, freeze-dried stuff. People have different opinions. To me, I think it's just best to do a little bit of everything. But have a minimum of at least a month's worth of food, and then if as a long-term goal, try to work up to at least a year's worth of food if possible. Because grocery stores won't have it on hand if there is any big kind of emergency. And that allows you to be more self-reliant and not have to go to, any kind of government assistance or anything along those lines where you're having to rely on government handouts. You'll be able to take care of yourself. So anyway, just a real quick kind of down and dirty description of what the just-in-time delivery system is. or the just-in-time inventory system. Like I said, a lot of companies use it, but the bottom line is they only keep the stuff they need on hand, and they replenish that supply every few days. So if there's anything that's going to disrupt that supply chain, they're not going to have that product on hand. So anyhow, thanks for watching, guys. I definitely want to say thank you to all the subscribers and all the people who are using the Amazon link in the description below. I have an affiliate link, and if you use that link, it gives me just a few % of your purchase, and it doesn't cost you anything more. And it really helps me to keep the channel free, so I don't have to go do Patreon or anything like that. I want the information to be free for you guys to get and not cost you anything. So this is the best way for me to do that. And I also appreciate it when you click the thumbs up button, when you share it with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. And don't forget to live the 6 Ps. Proper prior preparation prevents poor performance. Stay safe, guys. We'll see you on another video here real soon. Thanks.